It has been my dream to own a car lift for at least 2 weeks. And here it is. So this is a MidRise Scissor lift. I bought it from a company in the UK called Autobench. So this MidRise Scissor lift can do 1 metre high. So you see we're pretty limited on the height of our unit. You can also get 2 poster sit lifts that do relatively sort of low lifting now, but then you'd have to do some groundworks. And for what we do, this is perfect. Exhaust, brakes, suspension stuff and everything. So yeah, I bought this from a company in the UK. They came with a sort of flatbed trailer with a crane, which means that we could drop it off here, because otherwise you need a forklift to take delivery of one of these, because they do weigh about 500 kilograms. This is also mobile, so we can attach wheels to it here and here, and then we've got this sort of lifty thing to lift up from there, and that means we can move it forward and back. Although what we have found is that we need to bolt it to the floor, because as we drive cars in, it tends to slide. This floor is quite slippy and you end up tending to push the lift into the room. So it works off a single phase motor, which means you can run it off a 3-pin plug. You just need a 32 amp breaker and you need an air line to use the locks. So let's come over to the control panel and I'll show you how it works. So this is the control panel. They all sort of come in this sort of function. A lot of the cheap ones don't come in like a enclosed box. You can see the motor. This is all sort of enclosed. We have an on switch, which shows we've got power, and then we have up, down, and lock. So if I press up, you can see the lift will start lifting. And that is the maximum height, so about 1 metre, and then you have a locking button on the controller, which if we press, we'll then lower it onto these locks. So you can see they're mechanical locks, so it's not just reliant on the hydraulics. So if the hydraulics fail, we won't die. So they're the mechanical locks. Yeah, it's got a height.
Put into perspective of how high it actually is.
Yeah. Ooh. So I can come in here, imagine cars on a little stool. Hello, I'm working on my car. No more jack stands, no more hurting necks. Oh, my bones cranking. But yeah, so pretty sick. It's got a height switch, so you can't go too high. That's the limit switch, so it won't lift any higher when it hits that. So actually, whilst it's up, I'll show you how we'd move it. So if you wanted to move it, what you do is you grab your removable wheels, like these. You hook them in there, like that. And then when you lower it, as it lowers, this bar twists and it lifts the back end, and then we can lift the front with the, I don't know what to call that. But what we've found is that we do need a bolt to the floor, and there are 4 bolting positions at the front, which we will do. Actually, there's one at the back there as well. So we will probably bolt it to the floor to stop it sliding around once we've got in a position that we're happy. So I don't want them on there for now, so I'm going to take them off. Now, you can't lift it with these on because you'll break them. If you put a car on them, they will just snap off, and they sit nicely back there. Like that. Now, if we want to put it down, what we have to do is we have to lift it up. And then we use the down button. And if you look at the locks underneath, the pneumatics will push that up and it will lower down. Now, obviously, it will go down faster when it's got a car on it because it's got some weight on it. Now, the good thing about these is that the sort of bed or ramp, I don't know what you want to call it, is extendable. So you've got short for short wheelbases, and then for the LS, we have to lift this up and we can extend that side, and then we can also extend this side, and then we can get jack points on the LS400. And then to release them, there's just a little latch, and that lifts down as well. So What I found, I've only used it a couple times, apart from it sliding around, because the car's quite heavy. Getting the balance on these is critical. So this on a front wheel drive car will be the front, because most of the weight is on here, and it's sort of where the scissor gives you most of the weight under the actual sort of arms. And getting the balance is right, otherwise you can get some sort of rocking effect. So, but yeah, really cool, really good. Literally took him 20 minutes to install it. They bring them pre-set up, all the box set up with oil in it. And yeah, really impressive. Now these will set you back about £2,000-ish, and that's pretty much across all the manufacturers. You can, however, import them direct from China, just for over 1,000, but then you run the risk of whatever turns up. You never know on the quality.
No warranty.
And no warranty. This comes with a 3-year warranty. There's two types of sort of locking devices on these types of lifts. You can get electronic, which uses an electromagnet to lift the locks up and down, or you can go pneumatic. From my research, the pneumatic ones are more reliable, so that's what we bought because we already have a compressor, so there was nothing extra to buy there. But as you can see, there is these little sort of actuators down here, to which when they lift that bar away from the teeth so it can go down. Yeah, so we've got a new project car on the channel, which you'll probably get a sneak preview of because I can't bother to bring the LS back in here. So we just got that out. So we'll probably bring that in, get a sneak preview of that, and show you how it works. Show you lift in a car, and show you how much clearance you get. What I'll do is I'll lock it on the lowest and we'll just see how. It's not going to go anywhere.
No.
Got a bit of room at the top, but Ollie's aerial is about to go through the roof, so and you can see what I've just used is these. I bought some extra bigger blocks just to give us a bit more clearance. They give you some a little bit shallower than that for the car, but as you can see, I mean, it's on there. Not going to go anywhere. They're pretty good. Yeah. Then underneath, obviously we can go a little bit higher, but then we've got full access down the middle. Obviously, if you're going to do some work on the sills and stuff like that, then this isn't really ideal. But for what we do, suspension, exhaust stuff, brakes, all that in here, it's perfect really. And obviously, any mods, I was going to put bodywork. These are good for bodywork because you're good clear down the sides. With a too close, you would have an obstruction down the side. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Good purchase. And they hold their value quite well in the used market as well, so you don't have to get rid of it. You'll get quite a bit of money back. So all I'll say is moving it from facility to facility, you're going to need a crane or something, or a forklift or something to get it onto like a lift or something. Oh, sorry, onto a trailer or something. But yeah, any questions, give us a shout in the comments. And yeah, we'll obviously be using this on all our videos moving forward. So if you want to see the introduction of the 190E, that'll probably be coming next, I guess.
I think so.
Cool.
God bless.
God bless. See you in the next one.